Hey, it's Diana. Today we're going to be doing some printmaking. I'm going to show you a few things that I did, and we're going to read a little bit out of The Artist's Way first. Nothing much. I haven't really gone through the whole book yet, but I got some little interesting bits and pieces you might find interesting. So I don't know what you know about printmaking, but it turns out it's kind of a fun thing. And I got one more thing I want to try. We might experiment it here. I don't have any magazines. You can do like images from magazines, which I didn't even know, because I've been playing with it and watching YouTube, and actually seen somebody else do this, another teacher, Jamie Norvell. A few of you probably know her, and this is where I learned it from. I made some bookmarks. Look, you're never going to guess what that is. It's the back of my old blow dryer. And I got some odds and ends, a screwdriver, a palette knife, some leaves off a plant here. So just made some really neat stuff, different patterns. So I'm going to show you how to do the bookmarks. And then the leaves. Can you see these, Jerry? I made this like the most fun thing. This is a palette knife. And this is just where I roll the excess paint off my roller. And just, you know, I get a couple prints off that. And then it wasn't dark enough, so I just rolled on some more color. I'll show you how I do it. Fun stuff. And this, could you see, what could you use it for, Diana? Well, bookmarks. You could do inside cereal boxes. You could do just about anything you could think of, you could do. I was thinking about even gathering up my old mail, the white inside part. You could use it for scrap paper, for scrapbooking. And this is just some of my paper, that watercolor paper. I just cut it up into little pieces. And if you didn't want it by a hole punch, you could probably just glue on a tassel or something. Or just even a little poker to make a hole. Because I don't know where I have my big one, but I don't know where my small punch is. I don't know where anything is anymore. So let me show you this stuff right here first. And then we'll go over, we could probably make a print out of that too, huh? Anything that has a pattern on it. Here's the book Artist's Way. Let me put this down here first. Show you what we're going to be working on. Here is a jelly press, or a gel press. And it's just like this big gummy piece of thing. This is a brayer. And we'll get started on that in a minute. But I think I paid around $20 for this, maybe $6 for that. I had a hell of a time finding a square one. It was like months. I got this. I ended up buying another one because the other one was in storage, but the round one was the easiest one to get, but they make them in smaller sizes too, but I like the bigger size. Let me see if I got you guys up here. Not up yet. Let me see. Oh, not yet. Yeah, refresh here. So guys, I made some videos for that new group. Anybody that's interested in it? $9.99 a month, and you'll see it says for followers. Anybody that's a follower can get in. I imagine you've got to be a follower, so that's what it says. So I made 2 videos. They were horrible because my laptop sucks, and I couldn't find it. I finally found it. I have one that hook in another camera, so I found that. And I'll be making some right after class, so you'll be seeing it coming out tonight or tomorrow with all the info. Here we are. All right, so the camera is better with that on there. So here's The Artist's Way, and by Julia Cameron. And basically it's got some tests in here, not really tests, but things that get you a little bit motivated, and it's really hard to go into all of it, but I'm going to read this one section to you. And then there's just some quotes from different famous artists. Just a little short. It should take like maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It says, this is by the forward from the Julia Cameron, the artist, writer. Through my own experience, and that of countless others that I have shared. I have come to believe that creativity is our true nature, that blocks are an unnatural thwarting of a process at once as normal and as miraculous as the blossoming of a flower at the end of a slender green stem. I have found this process of making spiritual contact to be both simple and straightforward. If you are creatively blocked, and I believe all of us are to some extent, it is possible, even probable, that you can learn to create more freely through your willingness use of the tools that this book provides. Just as doing hatha yoga stretches alters consciousness when all you're doing is stretching. Doing the exercises in this book will alter consciousness with all you are doing when all you are doing is writing and playing. Do these things and a breakthrough will follow, whether you believe it or not, whether you call it spiritual awakening or not. In short, the theory doesn't matter as much as the practice itself. You got to do it. What you are doing is creating pathways in your consciousness through which the creative forces can operate. Once you agree to clearing these pathways, your creativity emerges. In a sense, your creativity is like your blood. Just as your blood is a fact of your physical body and nothing you invented just as blood is a fact of your physical body and nothing you invented creatively is a fact of your spiritual body and nothing that you must invent. In other words, it's the real deal. So here's some cute little saying, well, not cute, but inspiring. Pablo Picasso. Painting is just another way of keeping a diary. In this part of the book, they talk about it's kind of like writing a book. You know, you're also catching a time in the world, be it back in the Renaissance. These pictures all capture certain times in history. So really, you're kind of writing a book. Experience, even for a painter, is not exclusively visual. It could be the way you feel. I've talked about paintings are always just about colors and shapes. Sometimes they're about feelings, and that's kind of what expressive like type of what they call like modern art, different modern art. It's not just about shapes and color. It's about how you feel. Like an ability or a muscle, hearing your inner wisdom, it's strengthening it by doing it. Robert Cass. You got to do it. There was a couple other ones here I don't see them, but I got yellow marks everywhere, guys. So here, highlights everywhere. Oh, here's some more. Oh. No, that's not the one I wanted. But anyways, so this book should be interesting. So that's just a short start. I have a lot more reading to do, and I just haven't gotten back to it. It's been a crazy week again. Trying to get the details, looking for a house, looking around, and still finding up some details about what I need. Now we have 4 checks coming, because they had to take 2 back. They put the mortgage company on there, and I called the mortgage company. They don't know who I am, because I paid them off. Don't you love it? So, anyways, it gets complicated for the adjuster, too, and I feel sorry for him. Anyways, here you are. Hey, Dave. So, let me just show you some of this interesting stuff. Now, there's another thing I want to do, but I don't have any magazines. But I found my WellCare, and I found these images, because they said you need like a light and dark contrast. I think she's too light, but there's some light and dark with him. So I'm going to see if I can do this. We'll do this last. I've never done this before. I was watching some other, I don't know, she's like Swedish or some lady doing it. Sorry, so let me turn this around and kind of explain printmaking a little bit. Now, see, this is like a jelly thing. All right. Now, you don't need much paint for this, and I'm just going to use my regular acrylic. Let me get tape. I made such a mess the other day. With the Gaffrey paint. Now there's a big clump of it stuck to the rug, and it's not like regular paint, guys. It doesn't come off. It's like hard taffy. So she's gonna try. I got a chunk off, but I'll try to get the rest off later. So I'm just gonna put a little something on me so that I won't so much. Okay, so I got a bunch of stuff here. I got, like, this is the bottom of my dryer. I got this screwdriver, this pattern. I got this thing. I got some leaves. What else did I use? Yeah, you could use some bubble wrap, which I didn't use this time. I used one of these. And you could use bowls, cups, forks, whatever you want to make an impression. And they actually sell different patterns for this. But anything that's like a stencil you could use. Stencils are big. They have stencil, any kind of stencil. Which I don't have hardly anything here as far as that goes because everything's in storage. Again, wait a minute. I did have, let me try that. I did have this one that had come in the mail at the end. So let me try one of these stencils too. All right, okay, so here we go. Today I did these colors, so we're gonna do the same colors. I'm gonna watch this over here, trying to watch you guys. So I'm doing like a little yellow. You could do one color, two colors. Now I didn't do enough the first time, depends on what you're doing. Now I was watching her and she was doing rice paper, tissue paper, material. I tried a piece of plastic even, just to see if I could get a pattern. I did, I got a pattern on it. So that's what I'm saying, you could do anything really. I did this for a reason, you'll see why in a minute. And you can do like mix the colors. And you don't need a lot, and you can add more. And you don't really want to just like slap it right on there because you want some coverage. So, I mean, you are slapping it on there, but roll and cover. Don't like do this, so you're going to end up with these marks unless that's what you want. Then go ahead. So you can see it's kind of slick. And you want to get this while it's wet. When it starts to dry, then it gets funny. Things won't stick. And then you could take extra paper and you're going to roll off this excess paint, and that actually kind of makes some really, really cool paper too, because it's going to pick up whatever leftover patterns are on there. And you can go over the same piece of paper with many patterns too and get different patterns. All right, so I'm going to do this one first. This is so funny. And then let's do my, I was trying to find my my one that looks like a rake, and I can't. I washed a bunch of stuff. I told you I moved some things around, and now I got a problem. I need to get on there and clean. I'm doing some, let me see, I'm copying some of those Paint Your Pets. I had to set up a place, and there's really no place, so I had to move everything. So see, you got these little patterns. Now, while this is still wet, oh, I need a clean piece of paper, crap. Well, this is still wet. Where's my clean paper? Ah! I just thought I was ready here. Where'd I put it? Well, I'm just going to use copy paper. So I'm going to get back into my copier and get some more paper. I don't know what I do with it. I got papers everywhere. I just ordered a whole new scheme of it. Alright, so this is drying up on me. Oh, I gotta hurry up. I mean, it'll stay wet for a while, but I got this fan on. So I'm gonna go just like this. Now you don't have to do the brayer. Depending on how much you want it to cover, you could do your hands too. Look. Isn't that the coolest thing? Now there's still some left on here. Another piece of paper. I have to show you what you can do with this too. This will get the rest of that off of here. I should have like Did I get the majority of it off? I did. I'll probably need to wet this a little bit, see if it'll make a difference. To dry it out. I have no water. Ugh. Not a roll, people. Can you do me a favor, Lisa? Some water. I picked up a little bit of it. But you use the water to clean it off if you need to. I might leave this green on there. And I'm going to show you how to do those leaves. I'm going to do some green. And I'm going to do some yellow. And I'll do some blue. You could do this for hours. You could just like keep making patterns and adding paint and taking paint off. You can like over mix it, you can under mix it, you can add more color. You don't want too much though. I think you'll end up mushy. I want to offload. Make sure you have a piece of paper to offload this on. A little bit more yellow, I think. Just a touch. But I tried doing it too thin, and that's not good either. Oh, that might be too thick. I can just take some off. Now I'm going to end up with a design right there. Alright. Alright. Now, I'm going to put these leaves on here. You want to do, I might do this side because I got a lot of paint built up on the other side already. But once you press this in, you'll see what I mean. Now you don't have to do it this way, but I kind of wanted to press it down a little bit more. Now sometimes I use a piece of paper. Oh, crap, I might use that plastic a little bit. Just to press those leaves down a little bit. To press it down, I kind of picked up some color, but it's okay. And then I got a piece of paper. Let me get that one didn't print so good. Like this. And sometimes you don't even need to do all that. Different paper is going to pick up different things. So, isn't that cool? Now I'm going to take these off. I'm not getting a big pattern on this because this is the third time or fourth time they've been under paint. So then this other side is dry, but I could probably use this side. Now get another pattern. See them? Interesting, right? I think that's done. Let me rinse this off a little bit. So then rinse off my brayer. As long as you get most of the paint off, you don't really have to do this, but I feel like I have to. See, that paint will get wet again if there's paint over it. It'll be, all of your designs will be underneath, but sometimes it gives some really, really cool effects. Even on the brayer, it'll show up. This is kind of wet, so I'm gonna put that back over and let it dry. That's another good one. Alright. I'm going to show you, I'm going to do some of these, some of the, what do they call these little bookmarks. little darker blue, maybe a different blue. How about some white or something? See what the white does. I think white will look good with this. See, I'm not using much paint, really. You'll know when you got too much because, like, everything's sliding around. So interesting. So here I'm all worried about starting this. This subscription group. You know, it looks just like how I do my membership in my this group here, this free group. It looks very similar. There's a few different rules. Ooh, isn't that pretty? That is cobalt blue, white, and mermaid tail. Isn't that pretty? It's gonna be good. I'm gonna like this one. Okay. So let me offload this. This is such a pretty design. Let's give it another couple pieces of paper here. I'm gonna offload. Let me offload in the back of one of these. This one. And we'll have one of these for design. I'll offload here. I wish it didn't have this fan on. Ooh, look at that. Did you see that? Ooh, so pretty. Let me do it over here and do some over there. Now you can get these on Amazon, by the way. Okay, so let's do some kind of design on here. Now, do I get my bubble? Wait a minute, here. And then I'm gonna get what do I got? I got a pineapple, a flamingo, or let's do the pineapple. Let's just see what happens, dudes. Now, should I do like this and then do the like this? So there's a design. Let's try it. There's a design there. And I could do the burger too. You can see the square from this too, but that's okay. And let's just do a few of these. Alright, so let's just take a piece of paper. This is just copy paper, people. Like I said, different papers can get you different. I'm thinking anywhere you can get some free paper. Now I'm thinking like I want to get some different paper. I can see the pineapple kind of. It came through. You can see it, but there's pineapples in there. Those colors are just like awesome. I might just do some more of that again. And we'll do our little bookmarks here. Let's see if I can put some of the designs on here. So this is the cobalt. Here's the white. And some mermaid tail. When we get done with this, I'm going to take black. I'm going to try the doing that picture of that doctor. Just see if I can even get a light image. I'm going to have to look around for some, looks like she tore them out of boxes or something, or magazines in the bathroom or something. Or the doctor's office maybe or something. So there you go. All kinds of patterns, pretty patterns over here. Would I get it with the green yellow one? Pretty, huh? This is made great wrapping paper too, by the way, because I wrapped something last year with this paper. All right, let's see. Here is my bookmarks. Now I have the yellow ones. I don't know where they went. Oh, here's one. We'll use one of these. Oops. And we'll use one of the ones. Now, different papers do give different effects. Now, here's my This is my watercolor paper. Why does this thing not want to go off? The background noise. All right. So let me see. Let me do my little star pattern again. Make sure I get a nice image in there. Let's see, maybe this needs to be brayered in there pretty good. Yeah, I don't think it shows up right. I think I need like, maybe that's why they get special ones, because it can really get down in the gel. I had a piece of bubble wrap right here. Oh, this is interesting. There's some bubble wrap. I got some bubble wrap, and I get this whole bracelet of mine. I just saw this. I can clean it. It doesn't show up very good. It's pretty though. It doesn't show up very good. No, not enough. Yeah, not enough. Give it an interesting look though. Yeah, one of my bracelets that actually made it. This stuff was either in my car or my purse. It's the only reason I found a lot of my jewelry that I used to see me wearing was because there was stuff they missed. And I got a check coming for that too. All right, so now let's try this bubble wrap. And I'm just gonna do this with my hand. Yeah. So now we got all different kinds of textury looking stuff. Another piece of paper. So like I said, you could do all kinds of stuff. Christmas cards. I'm just gonna kind of whip it with my hand and see what happens. Now I've seen some people use like a Pringles top or something like, you know, like this. Just smooth it out. Because on some of the stuff she was showing, she was using this real light tissue rice paper, and you can't really use a brayer on that because it just rips it apart. She had a couple that ripped. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Just love it. Now, if you want more like on the other, oh, I forgot to do the, you want more on this end, because I don't have the square one. I wanted the square one. You could just, if you can't find the square one, you could still make patterns with just the leftover paint that's on there. All right, I forgot we're doing the, I got a pile of papers here now. So I got a ton of paper I can play with. If you do multimedia, you need to get one of these. Yep, definitely. So let's do, I want to do these little bookmarks, which I forgot about. I get so excited about that pattern. Ooh, shoot, too much white, but that's all right. And we'll do the teal, or the mermaid tail. And we'll do that blue again. The cobalt blue. Look at the design it made on the stencil. It's kind of cool. Yeah, wash it though. Oh, this blue doesn't want to come out. Come on, guys. Oh, wait a minute. I got another blue that's similar. Let's try this blue. This one is ultramarine. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to redo the video since I found my other camcorder. And it's the same as this way. It's just a little different, but they really are doing most of the promoting. I'm the one that had to do it. Like, they're showing me everything I got to do that I had to do before, like a thank you thing, a promotional one, you know, a video, everything I've done before, but they got it all like systematic, and they're going to do it. In fact, I did a test run, and they sent one to me. I was like, this is a good gig. So they're technically, other than me designing everything they want me to design on there, they tell you what you need to do to promote it. They're doing everything. So, I mean, I'm really liking the way they're doing it. So, anything that's going to save me extra work, if you're like anything like me, I'm all there. I mean, I get it, you know. So, I think I keep hitting this button over here. Christ. Let me just, because I got all this stuff piled up here. Turn the volume back down. There you go. All right, so now we're going to take, I'm offloading this again. I'm going to take the bookmarks, put them where I want them. Right here. Could use one more. I have one more here. Here it is. They're a little big, but that's okay. And I'm going to, I think I can do these with my hands too. Yeah, no, I think I need a brayer for this. Oh, I didn't put no designs on this yet. It's all right. We're gonna get just color, and that works too. Look, it's like marbly. Isn't that cool? And now I'll put some designs on. This I'm gonna kind of. There you go. Let's put some bubble wrap on it. How about that? Do the bubble wrap. Bubble wrap. And let's do my yep. And I'm going to do a piece of paper again and roll it out. So you could be just like doing this for hours, guys, because you'd be looking for stuff all over your house to make patterns out of, you know. That's what I had a bucket. I told you, a big bucket of this kind of stuff that I keep for different projects like this. See, look at that. Got little patterns on it from the, right here from the screwdriver, and this is from the bubble wrap. This is where I took a little too much paint off, so I ran those over again, so pretty cool. So now I got like a ton of patterns over here. Stuff drying everywhere. So I'll show you everything we get done here. I'm done with these leaves today. Right out, this has got to be washed too. Washed. All right, so I am going to try this thing here with this. And they did it in black. So I'm going to wash this off first. And I'm going to wipe my brayer off too. It's kind of an odd name for the roller, isn't it? I should look it up, because you know I'm curious like that. There's actually like designs on the roller that it picked up. Isn't that funny? So anyways, it'll be like $10 a month. And I've already released, you'll see those new paintings. I put 2 in there. It'll be 1 a month, 1 live. And every week I'll add, you know, inspiration or tracer or, you know, something fun about brushes or paint, or it could be anything. So you can learn some new stuff, but you know, for $10 a month, that's not too bad. All right, but only new stuff will go in there. My designs. And they'll only go in there and they'll stay in there. All right, so now let's find the black. I had some black here somewhere. Look at this Prussian blue black. It says it picks up the black the best. It's okay. We find some black. I just can't believe this works. I just gotta try it, guys. I have to try it. Here's some black. This is just same thing, just acrylic. This is a deco art, but you could use whatever you got. I'm assuming that craft paints work the best. I seen she was using something, this other artist, and it might have been a thicker paint, but from what I'm seeing, they're all using some type of thin thing. But she was taking it on a stick, so hers was thicker. So I don't know if that makes a difference, so we're gonna see. All right, so this is totally black. I'm gonna wipe this on here instead. And I'm gonna take this and put it face down and see what happens here. Now you don't want that to move down. I don't know if I want to just gently do that. And let me just see. It's actually transferring over there. I honestly don't see nothing, so I'm not sure how she did that. Not sure this is gonna work, guys, but I don't see no image. All right, so let's get another piece of paper. Let's see if I can pick that image up. Maybe it was the kind of paper. It looked like it was just regular black paint. Something came through. You can see the lettering in the article. You see the lettering? There's the lettering right there, if you can see that. So, right there. So, I'm doing something wrong. It could be because this paper is really thick. So anyways, something did come through. And you can see like the bottom of the article right here. So I'm gonna have to practice that. If you guys do when you come up with anything, let me know. But there's definitely some kind of print came. Maybe I didn't do it long enough. It looks like a little bit of the shape of his head right there. So yeah, there's something to this, guys. I gotta figure that out. Something to it. All right, so let me put all this stuff I did over here. You'll have your whole room filled. I'm going to be doing a, Jerry, Facebook started this thing. There's only a couple of us doing it. You got to be asked to join it, your page. And it's like the same thing as a group you were just in. It's called Art by Diana Myers subscription. It's only for followers. You got to be a follower to be in it. And I can send out so many of my followers a day from what I'm seeing. I'm still learning it. And like I did 15 last night. They'll send them a little message. They collect the money too. You'll see a little thing there for $9.99. They collect the money and I do the promotional videos and the thank you videos and all the artistic stuff. And I basically got to set up all the stuff that they want me to, like I told you. You'll see it, and it'll look the same. I got to change the image. I try to do it the same, but I'm thinking I'm going to make the group look like the picture at the top, something different. But it says Art by Diana Myers subscribers. So it's a group just for people who are followers on Facebook. It's the same idea though, just not a membership. And I'm going to keep it pretty basic. Like I said, all that new pumpkin, Wine Country Harvest pumpkins I came out with, That's all going to be in that group. And anything else special is going to be in this group. All the other stuff I'm going to show on my pages will be mostly like the rock painting and past work that I've done the last 3, 4, or 5 years. And all the new stuff will be in my groups. That way, you know, it's exclusive. They can only get it there. And, you know, it makes it feel special. And they feel like they haven't wasted their time. But for $9.99 a month, it's one live a month. It'll be the first week of the month. And it'll be exclusive painting made by me. I threw an extra one in here. Every now and then I'll throw in a bonus. And every week I'll put some kind of content in there. Could it be maybe something about inspiration? I'll put things in there maybe about paper or canvas or paint, you know, all the usual stuff. But it's just a very basic group, and it's gonna like make a community, same thing. So it's $9.99 a month. That's what it is. I had where I could pick out more, but I said, you know, I think that's a very reasonable price for most people. So let me show you what I got here. So these are the ones I did earlier. And then, because this is what we did while we're sitting here. And we did these. This looks almost like a moon. You could go over some of this if you want to. Look how we did with the watercolor. Where's all my pens? I put all my pens up. And you could make, where'd I put my pens? Guys, I've been cleaning again. You know what happens when I clean? I can't find a darn thing. You see how that looks like a moon to me? See, my imagination works overtime. And you could do little other designs over these if you want to. Looks like a little moon to me. You could do maybe like an ocean. Maybe some mountains or something. So yeah, so it'll be fun. You'll see it'll be coming out. They're gonna put out some, see, that's another thing I do, all the promotional videos. You guys have no idea how much work it is setting these up. Telling half the world about this class we're having today. I started on this like last night, just advertising this part of it. I mean, I'm not complaining about it, but it's a lot of work. It's not as easy as it looks. So they're doing all that. I couldn't be happier. You can make a little trail going up to the mountain. You could put in, maybe I got some brush markers here. Maybe put in some trees. So I think you get the idea. That's pretty cool. I got a white Pasco. You could put little clouds. So it's snow in the mountains. Isn't that fun? So I think you get the idea. But see, you could like embellish these. You could do some gold Pasco paint. You could do some stamps. You could do some stickers. And you'd have this nice, it just gives it a lot of class, the background, you know, it really does. You could do some more flowers on here. We got a couple of greens here. You do some more flowers. Fill it in a little bit. Could really play with these. Well, I think a little blue in this would look pretty too. Right. So yeah, you could have a lot of fun. You could put people's names, their initials, all kinds of stuff. Then we did all these papers. Well, some I did this morning. Here's one here. See how the yellow, picked up the yellow. This extra paint. There's a pattern. That blue is so beautiful. But you could, like I said, you could just add stuff to the sides if you wanted one whole piece of paper. So wasn't that fun? That's a really interesting way to make it. Now I do, in the extra paint left over, this would be a good thing for that. Of course, you gotta get it all out. But it comes in a nice little tray. So I'll show you. I'm gonna rinse this out like a plastic tray. I guess they don't recommend that you use soap on this. So I'm gonna say if you get it really dirty, I ran it through just some hot water. You want to keep it, or warm water. I think it tells you now that's what you're supposed to do. And you can use both sides. I tend to use the other side though. And here is this says gel press, gel printing plate. There's basic instructions with it. There's a ton of videos. You see small plates, big plates. They look gray, so when I first got it, I was like, hey, what is this? Well, it's just they got paint buildup in the ones you see in the videos. Right, and same thing with this has got to be cleaned off too. So, next week I'm not sure what we're going to do. I've been working so hard on this other thing. And I try to keep it close to what we're doing in the my membership, and it'll be membership in the other the followers group, subscribers. So we just did Gaffrey, and we did Mono, and we're going to do some of my work for the rest of the month, and then we'll be doing Matisse and Gustav. Gustav, I put I put out the cat, but what he's famous for is his ladies are in gilded gold. Now you don't need to go out and buy gilded gold, but we're going to talk about that. That'll be like October, November. So we're going to follow some of that in this group too. And then at the end of the year, we're going to recap all the artists, and if you have a favorite, maybe you could I'll have everybody pick out an artist. I'll make the list that we did, and then you can pick a favorite artist and do something, and whoever has the best work, I can give a nice little prize like $20 or something. So anyways, that's the plan for the end of the year. So somebody is from my membership, and I'm going to have it fall over into this group. So a lot of my membership people are going to be going over to this new group. So I'm not going to be doing as much in that group, but I'm still going to be in there, and they're still going to be in there, and they can archive. I don't know, there's a lot. There's hundreds of things in there. So they're still going to be using it and following me. We're still going to be working in there. So, but this group is a free group, so you're going to just get the fallout from whatever I'm doing. So this month the rest of the month is about me and the things that I do, my palette knifing. And I had pulled up some of my old palette knife stuff before I even started doing this. And I'm going to try to copy a few of those things and show you some of the things that I did and the techniques that I used. Now, some of them were sold, and some of them I have, and some are watercolors that I have. I don't have them right here right now, but, you know, hopefully I'll be out of here soon, a couple months. So anyway, so we're going to be doing my work. So that's what we're doing we're doing Diana the artist. So anyways, guys, so I will see you next week. Like I said, we're going to be doing some of my stuff the next few weeks here. So have a great afternoon. I hope you guys pick up one of these. I hope you learned a few things about printmaking. And if you guys ever figure out how to do an image, that's my next project. I'm going to go back and watch that lady. Part of it came through, which is weird, right? The letters, it's strange. I don't know, it's strange. It's got to be magic. It's got to be magic. All right, guys. So I will see you later. Hey, Judy. I see Judy's on here. Did I see Judy? Hey, Judy. How you doing, honey? I seen her on here. I seen her on here like a minute ago. I don't know. This Facebook stuff's weird. I don't see her now. Let me see if she's up here. Wait a minute. You know, people come up later that don't pop up on here. And sometimes they pop up here and they don't pop up all the time in the groups. You know, at the end I get all this stuff, and they'll just disappear. I'm like, I just seen them up there. There's Judy right there. See, how you doing, Judy? You still watching? Just comment on here. I'll see it. Full moon on the last one, yeah. But this is a great. Those are another way, like with the watercolor, the type I do, you know, with the loose. It's a good way to loosen up stuff, you know, and try different things. I was wondering if there's a way you could make something similar like that, a jelly roll, and just have a brayer. I don't know what, but it seems like there would be something plasticky like that. I don't know, foam or something maybe, I was thinking. So just a thought. You know me, I'm trying to be scrappy once in a while. You still can't go to that page? I don't know, Jerry. Have you tried, like, I don't know. I got you in the group, and I got you down as a moderator, so I don't know. All right. Anyways, guys, so have a great afternoon. I will see you next week, and I'll see the rest of you Tuesday and Wednesday, and my people Thursday night in my inner circle. And in the meantime, with this new group, you know, I'm going to take my Tuesday people, put them over to Saturday when I hit 500, and I'm going to figure out, it's going to start 1st of September, no matter when you sign up. I mean, there's stuff in there now. I've been putting stuff in, but the group will actually start the 1st of September, but you will have access once you pay. I'm assuming, because Facebook's doing it. I haven't hit the button yet. I just had a couple test ones come to me. So once it happens, that's going to be at a different day and a different time, but it's going to be the first week I do a live of the month. There'll be no other lives the rest of the month, but there'll be content, and there'll be paintings that you can do. I'll have the tracers in there. I'll have you know, the colors, and you can watch me in the live and join me. And of course, it'll stay just in that group like this does, and then you'll be able to rewatch it. So you can watch it anytime. What day of the week I'm going to do that, I haven't decided yet, because I really need to move the Tuesday to the Saturday. I'm trying to, like, make more money, honestly, because I've been doing this for 4 years, and I've spent a lot of money. And also, you know, get the people together and give them good content, but not like spend 40, 50 hours a week doing classes, because that's what happens. And the busy season is coming up, and I love teaching you guys, but I gotta be realistic. So that's just the way it is. So I'm going to try to get all my Tuesday people on the Saturday, so then I'll basically be working Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. And I keep it in those kind of odd hours, because when I get classes, they're usually at night, you know, between 5 and 7. I try to make the last one 6 o'clock, because it always runs over, and it's always 2 hours for classes, and I don't want to be driving home at 10 o'clock at night. And then on Saturdays, if I do a class on a Saturday, which isn't too often, they're usually Sundays, when I get private parties especially, they usually want like 5 o'clock. Once in a while I have a daytime class, and then I'll just arrange it. But I try to arrange around my paint parties. And I don't get a ton, and I don't try, because, you know, I only want to do so much. You know, I'm like being on my legs all the time like I was. So anyways, guys, so that's what's going on. And so, you know, I'm not sure how Facebook is going to do their pay link. I imagine it's some type of PayPal. So when anybody signs up, just kind of message me and let me know how it went when you signed up. So anyways, have a great afternoon, guys. And I will see you next week. And I hope inspiration follows you wherever you go. Good night, guys, or good afternoon.